And when this program, I hope, will spread to other prisons, there's got to be some solution found to safe housing for the teachers. Because
you know what, I read your book, obviously, and because I don't talk to people without reading your books, but I read your book, and as I was reading your book, it seemed to me, I had an epiphanal moment reading the book. I go, this is going to be the way of the future. I mean, it just seems to me to be the only logical evolvement for our society. And it may not be in your lifetime, may not be in my lifetime, but for people to understand that what you put out into the world is going to come back, that the law of cause and effect, and that we have to create a different cause in order to have a different effect, even with people who are incarcerated. And so this idea of going within yourself to find the true answers for your life, I think, is going to become more a part of our own society, people living on the outside of prisons, and certainly for people who are living on the inside of prison. I mean, eventually, this is going to be the way. It's either this way or we don't survive as a species. It's like Eckhart Tolle was saying in his book, A New Earth, during one of our 10 sessions, that we have come to the point where we're going to either evolve or die as a society. And this seems like a part of that evolvement,
I don't know if you know that expression, the world leader for the Vipassana community, Mr. Goenka, talks about world peace through inner peace. Mm-hmm. And I really believe that if I can generate peace from within my own chest through doing this inner work, then I can contribute to the peacefulness in the world.
Yes, you mentioned the Vipassana Center where you brought these counselors from. So they teach Vipassana at a center, and anybody who's listening to us right now could go to the center, or you could find out how to do Vipassana meditation through working with the center.
Absolutely. These centers are all over the world, and when you go to one of these centers, you have to register, of course. You don't just show up. But when you're accepted in a course, and nearly everybody would be, unless there were some severe psychiatric reasons why you couldn't be, you will be housed and fed delicious, nutritious food, and these skills will be taught to you, and it doesn't cost a penny. This is all done through donations. Wow. These centers are really just serving humanity by bringing this set of techniques.
And Vipassana is spelled Vipassana.
Good job.
Vipassana, Vipassana. And so anybody could do it. Anybody could do it. Do you have to do it for 10 days? Because I think I'd read or heard that sometimes you can do it for a shorter period. Well, I was thinking at first, I'd like to do it. And then I saw the documentary and thought I wouldn't last.
Yeah. This particular lineage, which again,
it's 10 days, 10 hours.
Yeah, it turns into 11 days, and it's 100 hours of meditation. And this particular lineage really...
and we're talking about people who had never meditated before.
Yeah.
So if you're listening and you're thinking about this, is like, you're right, meditation boot camp.
Yeah. But you're not left, sitting on your mat for 100 hours alone without any help. You're very much integrated into... you don't talk to other people. You don't listen to the radio. Sorry about that. But you don't read books or watch TV or use the telephone. But because they want you to be internally focused, but you're in constant communication with the teacher when you need guidance. Issues come up. You can imagine for the Dhamma brothers, after having this stuff shut up inside of them for so many years, when they sat on those mats and things began to come up for them, and the film tells the stories of some of these guys as things come up for them, they would be overwhelmed. There's a story
you can get the film or see the film in a moment. Did I understand that the Dhamma brothers are or were some of the best students the Vipassana teachers said they'd ever had? Why do you think that is?
Well, the reason I think that is Bruce and Jonathan, the teachers, wondered, why are these guys working so hard so that unlike other
courses... By working so hard, you mean being so still, being able to sit there for 10 hours?
Yes.
Okay.
And getting up from a sitting and going and lying down and continuing to meditate, or refusing to go and eat a meal because they wanted to continue to meditate. One guy described it. One guy whose letters are in the book, wonderful letters, Omar Rahman, said that he felt he had to be a Navy SEAL about it. The reason is because they're living in prisons. They're cut off from the world. they feel like there's so little opportunity coming their way.
Yeah.
And here they have an opportunity. Here's this program rolling in, offering them the possibility to find out more about who they are at a deeper level.
So here's this program that comes into your prison that says, we're going to let you separate yourself from the rest of the prisoners.
Yeah.
For 10 days. We're going to create this.
No visits, no canteen, so no candy bars or cans of soup or the normal distractions.
You can't eat any food that comes from an animal or...
Yeah.
Yes. So it all has to be healthy food. And you are separated from the rest of the prison population. And you sit on a mat and you meditate for 10 hours a day.
With breaks.